Good morning, boys and girls. It is just about 9 minutes before market open. Um, I am going to be marking out my areas of liquidity real quick, just getting things prepped. So bear with me while I take care of that. You'll be able to actually see how all this comes together here. So, first thing is going to be the previous session highs and lows. And while that's going on, I'm just making a quick assessment as to what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is we have what looks like a lot of sideways trading on London session. So I am going to mark those off. Looks like we've got some hourly lows I'm going to mark off as well. I'm going to get rid of some of these that don't apply anymore because it looks like high of day. Yeah, it looks like everything was a bunch of sideways here. We had a little bit of sweep with a reversal, some move up, but London didn't even come close to touching that and just moved sideways. So we've got ourselves some interesting movement here, especially on the New York. Um, let's see here. We want to mark off these lows here. There we go. And I color code them as you can see here, just so it's I'm cognizant of what we're going to be targeting as offering some strength. It just offers some context to the analysis and gives a little more knowledge as to where the strength of any particular liquidity environment might be. So here, London did take out when it started. It immediately came up and swept Asian highs. Over on Nasdaq. It did not. I'll take a closer look at it and see if maybe we've got something that gives us an indication whether we have SMT divergence of any kind. Okay, so, oops, let's get rid of that. Okay, let's go to the hourlies real quick. Okay. Looks like we got an hourly high right here. And again, anything that's hourly or 4 hour, I'm going to mark out in purple. Okay, low and a high, high and a low, high and a low, low and a high that's already been taken. This is low and a high, but this kind of took it. But I'm still going to mark that as an area of liquidity. We got a fair market value gap that's down here. Yeah, we have a whole lot of sideways movement here. Let's look at the 4 hour real quick, see if that gives us any additional information to go on. No, nothing particular. Whoops, nothing particular there. Okay. Well, let's see. On the 4 hour, we definitely had a downturn going into yesterday's session, and then things just skyrocketed from there. Looks like what we have here is some sideways movement So we might get a drop in a continuation. I guess we'll see. Because right now we are definitely in an uptrend on the 4 hour. We are. We do have a break of structure here on the 1 hour, and it looks like we might have a slight down here. Let's take a look at the 1 hour over here on NASDAQ real quick. We have an hourly high right here. Hourly low right there. Looks like they're both tracking pretty true. I'm not seeing an SMT divergence on the 1 hour. Switch to 4 hour real quick, see if that gives us any additional information to work with. We do have a value gap up in here that has been respected as it came up and then fell. And then it came down, came back up, and we are starting to see a slight downturn. So I'm thinking we're going to be seeking some of these value gaps right in here in our long-term strategy. So I'm going to think bearish today. But we also have a value gap up here we can seek. I guess we'll see where the market manipulation comes from. I mean, we're pretty close to all-time highs on both. Just the way that it's curling over makes me think, especially because we have a break of structure, that we're going to be bearish, at least for the time being. So we'll see what the sweep does, what the liquidity sweep looks like, what the manipulation looks like. We could go bearish and hit all of these targets up here, which are really, really close. The ones down here are not so much. So we may end up just coming down into here and seeing what this value gap. Let me see. Do we have a value gap in here? Yeah, we got a tiny one right here. Let me get rid of this drawing. We have a tiny one right in here on the 4 hour. Let me see if the 1 hour gives us anything else to indicate buy. We got 1 minute to market open. I'm in no hurry to do anything, to tell you the truth. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna head low, get a sweep of some lows, maybe down here. I'm not sure how far we'll go to lows, but we might take out Asian and then start heading higher. But we definitely have this fair market value gap right here that we'll need to be looking at. So I'm going to mark that off on the 1 hour. It also makes for a good target area as well. Okay, so we are now in market open, and it looks like we got our sweep. I'm going to move down to the 5 minute here on both. Looks like we're coming back up now. So we had our sweep there. Let's go back to our accounts. Okay. It's interesting, we got a dip on one and a rise on the other. So definitely looking like they're heading in different directions at the moment. Okay, I'm out of that one. It's still going. Just trying to take a quick scalp here. I don't know that I'm gonna get it. Nope, I'm not. Let's see, maybe it still wants it. Nope, it's just bouncing around. Yeah, it's really active. There we go. I'm going to close the position. Stop playing around here. Made a little bit on it, not much. We're still headed down. The target is really down here if we're going to be doing that. I'm going to switch to the 1 minute real quick. We're still in manipulation right now, so I'm going to move into the 1 minute. Yeah, this is definitely a tail fall here. So we're just going to watch. Okay, we're clearly heading down toward that gap. Okay, so it looks like we took out these lows. We took out London lows. We took out Asian lows. And now we took out other Asian lows. So now we are starting, we've swept those lows. We've swept Asian lows here. Oops. Swept Asian lows, swept London lows over here. Okay, we don't really have much of a gap. We are looking at some kind of reversal. I'm going to move. Oh, okay, I'm in the 1 minute, so. We have an ever so small fair market value gap right here. We'll see if that gets respected. I might go long on. Let's just see how it shakes out because this just could be a pullback, slight pullback before it drops lower. Okay, we've now established a high. We'll see if we get a break of structure, if we're continuing lower. Okay, it looks like we came up into equilibrium, so we could be continuing lower. All right, I'm going to take a short position right here. Came up into equilibrium. It's not a very good position, but I think we have some targets we can hit down here. We can see here I'm basically taking this right here for equilibrium. So really the place to have taken it would have been right in here to get a better take, but this is not bad. I'm doing okay with this. Okay. Pop that one out. I don't think I got a whole lot on that one. Yeah, not much. That was just a small win. Um, don't really have a target down here that I want to look at other than that fair market value gap. That's I kind of want to target that, but I just don't really see an opportunity at the moment. Lower lows. Oh, I You have a tiny fair market value gap here that's being respected on the 1 minute. A 1 minute right here. I'm seeing a possible long coming up here. Looks like we're going to have a break of structure. Let's go to the 5 minute real quick and see what this is giving us. So we got a fair market value gap right here on the 5 minute. Let's see what's happening here. Not as much here to go by. If anything, we're still respecting equilibrium here on this 5 minute. So it looks like we could head lower still. Yeah, we're heading lower. All right. So I'm going to take a short on NASDAQ, and I think it wants that. No. Boy, this is really all over the place here. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm going to pop out. I think we're still going to head south on this, but okay. All right, so I'm almost there. We're making some recovery. There's just not a lot here to work with at the moment. Let me go back to the 1 minute, see if there's something it's given us here. Pretty much just a steady eddy headed south. I think this fair market value gap is really where we're headed right now. But the Nasdaq or the S&P is just not giving. Oh, hello! Wow, that was crazy. All right, definitely heading into the fair market value gap. Let's see what happens here. We took out those. Wow, that would have been a really good take, but just that was just too quick to deal with. So, all right, we're letting that sit. I'm not going to play around with something moving that quick. We do have a fair market value gap, but it's oh no, wait, do we? No, we really don't. It's like there's not much there, but we're into the fair market value gap here. It looks like it's being respected. Looks like this one's starting to be respected now too. So, all right, at this point, I'm going to look for a break of structure if they're respecting this gap, but if not, then we might continue into this gap. Um, Clearly, we've got equilibrium. We got a good drop here. I just don't know if I want to take any chances at this point. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mark out a 1 minute fair market value gap here. And we're going to see if this gets respected. And if we come back, we have another one right here. See if those fair market value gaps get respected. So far, it looks like they are. Came up in, and looks like we still might be running some shorts on this. So if this closes outside, I'm gonna let's see what we got. Came up in. I want an extra confluence just to verify, so I'm going to check out some equilibrium here too. I mean, we'd have to come up into equilibrium, but chances are it would break that fair market value gap at the same time. Okay, looks like we're testing equilibrium, testing the fair market value gap. Okay, so broke the fair market value gap there. And if we get a break of structure, then we're definitely looking like we're heading back up. I'll let this candle work itself out. All right, broke structure on, or I'm sorry, didn't break structure. We got fair market value gap, almost reversed on the other one as well. So let's just see what we have here. Looks like we pretty much ate up that value gap. We inversed it. Okay. All right. I'm going to let this pull back just a little bit, and then I'll probably take a long. Yeah, we finished that both. Okay, I'm going to take a long, and I am going to target probably break of structure. Let's see. Really, target should be up here. Looks like we're getting more action out of the S&P than we are the NASDAQ. So still looking pretty good. I'll let it get up to a few $100s, and then I'll pull out here because pretty much, looks like we're looking okay. We just got to stay calm here because there might be a little bit of a pullback. There we go. We're getting there. Oh. Come on. Don't panic. Just gotta hold tough. We got a little fair market value gap coming back the other way that I think we're going to respect. Just a wee pullback here. These are relatively normal. This is where you got to stay patient. I'm going to take my finger off the button here and just have some faith. We did not get a break of structure, but we did respect that fair market value gap. So I'm down. I'm dipping into my trade loss that I don't want to mess with. So, all right. So we've got. Oh man, we're just bouncing all over here. Nope, we're getting too close to my loss limit. Yeah, we're dipping. Nope. All right, I'm out. Sorry. I'm. It's a bummer. Hmm. I really thought I had something there. I guess the S&P probably would have been a better bet. I mean, we didn't get a break of structure, but we'll see what happens. It's just really tough playing with. playing with smaller amounts, you just don't have enough room to take losses and let things shake themselves out. This very well could just reverse. But I've only got so much room to play with here, so I need something that makes a more definite move. So what I'm really going to have to just wait for at this point is a break of structure, something that gives me a real obvious indication. So really what we're looking at here now on this is, if we take this to the 5 minute instead, we didn't even get to equilibrium on this. So NASDAQ might not be the better one to look at. Whereas this one here on the 5 minute, we did come up into equilibrium and now we're continuing down. So maybe my bearish assessment is still correct. Let me see here. Yeah, we're coming into equilibrium. We're going to be dropping out. So, I mean, the only thing is I don't really have any targets down here. There's just no targets except New York lows. I mean, we've come down into this fair market value gap. We're definitely in a downtrend. So at this point, if anything's going to be bullish here, we've got to look for an obvious break of structure to the upside. So I'm going to wait this out now at this point because it's just not giving me any warm and fuzzies that we're going to get bullish on anything just yet. We'll just wait it out. We're down about 350, 400 on the day total from where we were. Okay. Definitely getting bearish. At this point, I'm taking a short. I'm going to take a short, and I think we're targeting New York lows. I think we're targeting down here. So, yeah. I'll put my limit order there. I'm going to put my stop up here, and I think that's going to be a pretty good. I mean, I know I'm following the trend. I probably got in late on it, but yeah, we're just headed down. We're definitely in this fair market value gap right now. We're going to be teasing it for some time. I honestly have no idea what we're targeting down here, though. I mean, there's New York lows. That's it. New York lows are down here. I'm going to close the position. All right, so we're up about 300 on the day. I'm just going to wait. Let me get into the 1 minute and see if there's a pullback that I can get into a little more confidently. No, it just continues to drop. That's crazy. Hmm. I mean, I want to follow the trend, but I'd be chasing. I would be chasing. I'm going to switch accounts real quick and try to trade the other account that's only got a few dollars in it. I think here, if this is dropping what it is, I'm going to try to get a quick scalp. If it goes the other way, I'm screwed, but got to try to rebuild this account. Man, it just is really seeking out this fair market value gap. Let it get down. You got to be careful here because if this comes back up, yeah, see, I've only got so much room to play with here. I got to get some quick takes on this. All right, so I'll take a quick. I'm not sure how much I got out for. What I get out for here? 100 bucks or so. Okay, not bad. It's a slow build. It's a slow burn. Oh, there we go. Now we're going. I still think we're going here. Okay, we're just going to keep. Whoa. No, that was wrong. Oh, jeez. I'm out. I gotta be real careful now. Shit. All right, I might end up blowing this account. Let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna do this because no, don't do that. Oh, all right. Hit the wrong button and I blew it. All right, that account's blown. That sucks. That sucks because this is clearly going down to the. Okay, so now I'm back into this one. Okay. All right. Order rejected. Oh, am I in the wrong account? Oh, there it is. Okay. Good. I wanted to take more there. This is just nosediving. My target's going to be right here. Just got to stay patient. Okay, out again. I'm 40. Haven't quite made my $600 goal for today, but I think as we get closer here, I'm going to get back in. If I'd have stayed in back there, man, talk about a win. Oh, come on, really? Hmm. God damn it. Ah. This is just no bueno. It was right there, man. It was right there. Just chasing trends. Come on. Play smart, play smart. Of course, I had to pull back right when I decided to do that. Of course, it gets close, and that's when it wants to pull back. Okay. We got a fair market value gap in here. If it does come up, it's going to come up into that. I'm chasing scalps here. This is just dangerous. This is just not a good way to play the game. Okay, let's see if we get a higher high. If not, then we're going to be okay. Okay, I'm going to take a short. All right, so clearly that was just a pullback. We'll see if I can make this up at all. Yeah, it looks like we got a little SMT divergence on the 1 minute. Not that that would matter for a whole lot, but oh, excuse me. And our target is going to be New York lows now at this point. Okay, I'm going to put the buy limit right there. All right. So that's the target, boys and girls. Let's just get out of this today and live to trade another day, shall we? This is always going to make me a little. It really wants them, but the question is, are we going to get there? Are we going to get there? Come on. You're close and you know you are. Boy, the market loves to tease you, doesn't it? Market loves to tease you. All right, I'm out. I think it went as far as it went. I think it teased and that's it. I'm not much better off than I was at the beginning of the day. I was close. I was close. I should have just looked for my target and hit it, but we now have a break of structure headed back up. Well, technically not a break of structure. We have another fair value gap right here that we're testing on the 1 minute. Just keeps wanting to tease you, man. Really want NASDAQ to get that New York low, but if it breaks that fair market value gap, I mean, if it breaks it, then it's just going to head further, you know. And there's a London target way down there, but I really thought it was going to sweep its previous lows. And it might still. I mean, okay, so we have a high right there, a low to a high. So break of structure maybe to see, but A sell here would be pretty good. All right, I'm going to sell again, take a short, and see if this is where we finally make it. This is clearly a dogfight. S&P is definitely clearing its previous lows. NASDAQ doesn't seem to want to just yet. So NASDAQ is on a mission. I'm sorry, NASDAQ. S&P is on a mission. NASDAQ's being more coy. It's just that fair market value gap that it doesn't like, man. So it's just teasing and teasing and teasing and teasing, and now it's starting to go. Okay. All right, now I'm pulling out. It hit the mark. All right. So goal was made for today. 51,230. That puts us another $600 in. So our $600 average is still good. Yeah, this is dancing around right here on the fringe. So, oh yeah. See, now it wants to bust it. Now it's busting it. We'll see how low we can go here, but I'm not going to play any more games. This was really hard fought, and I took way too many trades to try to get there. So that's it for today. Made the goal for today. Blew the other account. I'll see about getting that one set up again. I just don't know if I'm going to do that yet. We'll see where that takes us, and from there I will see you boys and girls tomorrow morning. Alrighty, take care.